All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. And we're going to jump right into the lesson. This is Baruch 1:19, and it says, since the day that the Most High brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt, unto this present day, we have been disobedient unto the Lord our power, and we have been negligent and not hearing His voice. So you have this individual, just call him a bug out. He proclaimed that he's King David, and he proclaimed that our captivity is over. He proclaimed that we are no longer under the curses, that we're in a time of blessing. But the scriptures say otherwise, man. As we read in Baruch 1:19, it says, since the day the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt unto this present day. Now, it doesn't give an expiration or a timestamp. So I don't know what this guy's getting it from, man. If we're in the blessings, then we're not going to be in captivity no more. But as you can clearly see, just by waking up and looking around you, you can still see who's ruling and running this place. And that ain't the Israelites, man. It ain't the so-called black Latino Native American. It's the fucking the wicked of the earth, Esau, Edom. Job 9:24 is still in effect. It says, wherefore the evils cleaved unto us. So see that. So if we're no longer under the curses, no longer captivity, then the evils wouldn't cleave unto us anymore. You should wake up and be good. You should wake up with money in your pocket, not having a bag of holes in it. You should wake up in perfect health, not having the diseases and pestilence put upon you. You should wake up right, man. You should wake up and your woman and your family should be stored unto you. You should wake up in perfect peace. You should have the heathen fearing you and dreading you, because those are all conditions that apply to us being under the blessings. And as you can clearly see, it's not so. The evil still cleave unto us, or the bad times or the curses still cleave unto us. It says, wherefore the evils cleave unto us, and the curse which the Lord appointed by Moses his servant at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt, to give us a land that flows with milk and honey, like it is to see this day. And that concludes the present time and hour that we're in at this moment, man. We were still under the rule of Esau, Edom. The prophecies of the Bible, including the most important, which is the 666 microchip, RFID, the mark of the beast, that hasn't passed yet. So where's this dude jumping from prophecies to, when all said and done, he's just a bug out. And there's going to be many bug outs that are going to come out of the so-called woodwork to persuade and tell lies to those the Lord does not want. Because those bug outs, those false teachers, those men that go against the doctrine, they're designed to lead the blind. That's the scripture says, the blind both shall fall into the ditch. So they're designed to for those that the Lord don't want. The Lord's giving them something to believe in, so to speak. Just like the blessing's not for them, the salvation is not for them in this present time and hour. Ultimately, they'll always be saved, but salvation is not for them in this time and hour, man. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Baruch 3:8, because it clearly says it right there as well. It says, Baruch 3:8 says, behold, we are yet this day, and that's, like I said, that speaks of the current and present day, in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse. Where we're still scattered, we're not in our homeland, we're still reproaching the curse to the people. We're still called by bywords. There's no recognition of our efforts or contributions. We're still living in poverty. We're still drug addicted. We're still immoral. We're still alcoholics. We still have bad health, bad teeth, bad eyes. We are still under the curses. So behold, we're here at this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, and be subject to payments. And you're still subject to payments, man. You still got to pay rent. You still got to pay your car note. You still got to pay insurance. You still got to pay your credit cards, whatever the fuck you got. You still got to pay people that lend you money, or you're still a borrower. You're not a lender. Because part of the curses is that we're gonna be a borrower but not a lender. We're gonna be the tail, not the head. And the contrary to that is that we're gonna be the lender, not the borrower. We ain't in that position. So by common sense, we're still under the curses, man. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, and be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which we are our forefathers coming back, which departed from the Lord our power. So does all Israel know the name of the Lord? Does all Israel know that they're Israelites? Does your grandma know? Does your mom know? Does your cousin Stevie know? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? They don't. And if you tell them, they won't believe you. So we are still departed as a people as a whole from the Lord our power. And this is Jeremiah 15:33. And it says, thus says the Most High Power of Israel, the Lord of hosts, thus says the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel, which are the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, which is the southern kingdom, the northern kingdom being what you call the native tribes or Latin native tribes, and the children of Judah, which signifies or symbolizes the southern kingdom, what you call the so-called black tribes. So we're oppressed together. So you can know that, you can see plainly that we're still oppressed, man. Let's get that word oppressed. Let's see here. Oppressed, wrong, exhort, to be exploited, to be crushed. And we still in that state. We're still in the bottom, man. It says, and all that took them captives held them fast, and refused to let them go. So are we free to wander? Are we free to rule? Are we free to do what we like? Are you free to exact judgment? Are you free to follow the law, statutes, commandments to the fullest? Or the scripture says you're supposed to kill moles. Are you free to do that? The law says that you're supposed to stone a woman for adultery. Are you free to do that? Well, you can, but there's going to be consequences. So this we're still in our captivity. We're still rehearsing the righteous acts, man. We have not fully brought into the new covenant, which is going to be the law of inner and inward parts, no matter what these bug outs say. These bug outs, that's another form of bug out, man, that's out there. Now, first you got this bug out, or this lame, saying that we're no longer under the curses, we're in a time of blessing. Then you got these other bug outs that say that we're in the new covenant. So if we're in the new covenant, then we should be cool, we should be all right, and we shouldn't be out there teaching, because the scripture says that we're not going to teach each other no more. But we paraphrasing, man. So this is just a person or individual that's puffed up with pride, that got his demons on him, and that's just wants attention, man. And he wants attention. He wants a status. He wants to feel important about himself. And that's all it is. The Lord put a demon on one to be powerful like that, because if you really get this truth, man, you're not looking for no accolades from anybody. You're just looking to be humble and meek and serve the Lord, man, and hoping that you receive mercy in that day. That's all you want. We ain't trying to be no this, that, the other, man. We understand we're in captivity. We understand shit's fucked up. We understand why your woman's gonna go off on you, or your woman's gonna leave you, or or all that, man. You understand why there's gonna be a hole in your pocket, man. Understand why you gotta go work 10, 12 hours a fucking day. You understand that we're under the curses. Common sense will tell you that. You understand that the so-called black Latino Native American, we're all in the same condition. We're all oppressed together, as a reason Jeremiah 50:33. We understand that, man. So what is this dude talking about? So this is Isaiah 14:3, and it says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, So being no longer being under the curses, from thy fear, from thy hard bondage, captivity, where thou was where thou was made to serve, then shalt thou take up this prophet against the king of Babylon, which are, the America, the Edomites, the lead, so on and so forth, and say, how has the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? Can we say that now? Because according to Isaiah 14:3, we're not going to be able to say that until we get rest from our sorrow. Till we get rest from our sorrow, from our fear, and from our heart bondage. And we ain't in that place yet, man. Our enemy still oppresses us. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of rulers. That hasn't happened yet. So going back to Isaiah 14:3, we're still in sorrow, man. We're still in fear. We're still in hard bondage. He who smote the people was in wrath was a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger and persecuted none hindered us. He's still doing that. He's still doing that. So Isaiah 14:3 has not happened yet. Or if you read Isaiah 14:3, it tells you that that's the blessing. That's no longer being in the curses there, which we're not. It says the holders at rest and quiet, they break forth in singing. Has that happened? So this dude is crazy, man. Yet the fir tree rejoiced, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirs up the dead for thee, even all the sheep when the earth is raised up from the throne, all kings and nations. They shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as us? Art thou become like unto us? No, America's still calling shots, man. How art thou fallen, O heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning star? How art thou cut down the ground as the weak in the nations? And Lucifer is not speaking of the demon that these people perceive in their mind. This is symbolic of the elites of Israel, the so-called Illuminati. That's what Lucifer means. It means a light bearer. For thou wilt sit in thy heart, I will ascend to heaven, exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, and I will also sit in the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will send. So the point of it is that he hasn't received none of these judgments yet. So there's no way that we are free from sorrow. There's no way that we have rest from sorrow, as it reads here in Isaiah 14:3. There's no way that we are at rest from my fear and hard bondage. You're still in fear, man. You're still in the valley of the shadow of death. Just go look at social media, Instagram. You'll see people getting killed and judged and shot at by the so-called black Latino man every day. They're killing themselves, killing each other. So what are you talking about, man? That we're no longer in the curses, man. It's simple to break down. Revelation 18:13 talks about the souls of slaves and souls of men. That's still going on, man. Being human trafficking, the propaganda that he puts on your mind, all that, man. That's all still going down. The Lord is still allowing his prophets to be out there and warn of the judgment. So this is just a bug out that wants attention, that wants status, that's looking for, he don't want to get off his ass and do the real work. So he's just making bullshit up. With that being said, man, beware of false teachers. That being said, a real quick lesson here at the plantation. Most High will and hope is edifying that we give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.